the sound effects. Matrick is providing the audio. And he might be demonstrating some of the sound effects right now.
As soon as I can get over there, you know what? I can turn his audio on just so people hear that. Let me see if we can hear the sound test. Oh, those are good. I enjoy them. Okay. I'm waiting for ProtonJon and Capitalist to get their game up on screen. Okay, people like these sound effects. Let's just say.
Hey everybody.
Now, this game not only has
so heads up, if you haven't seen this before, this is Kusogrande. This is the bad game tournament. New tournament has started, so this is my first match in it. I'm going to be playing Captain Planet and the Planeteers for the Genesis, or I guess the Mega Drive, because apparently this didn't come out in North America. Heads up, do not give me any help in this game at all. This is a blind race, and I am not allowed any help at all. If you give me any help at all, I'm going to have a mob boot you out. Just a heads up on that. So this is going to be interesting to see how this goes. I've never played this before, but my last name is Wheeler, so goddamn if I'm not going to be playing.
I hope your chat's hearing that right now. I hope your chat's hearing that right now.
Why would you do this, Matrick?
This is gonna be a thing. If you couldn't tell, this is gonna be a thing. I'm gonna have my mic muted during the actual race because I'm basically gonna be swearing up a storm and need to concentrate as much as possible. The best you guys can do is give me an update on what position I'm in, first, second, third, or fourth. But from what people have told me, this one's gonna be really complicated, so it might not be doable. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on my Discord for the Kusogrande Discord rather. This is gonna be a thing. Keep telling yourself that for an hour. Yeah. If you want the commentary that you can faintly hear in the background, that is at twitch.tv/brosentia, BROSSENTIA. That chat is gonna be muted during the actual stream, so I highly recommend going over there to figure out what the hell's going on.
The stream is The Fizz.
Yeah, I've got that.
Oh,
okay.
It. Like, it is The Fizz.
Oh, no.
Just Fizz.
What about Capitalist?
This is gonna suck. Just remember to have heart, air, wind, fire, and earth. Okay, good.
Live. I got confused.
Yeah, I can't read Brosentia's chat during the actual thing, so if you want to go over there and learn about the game, you're welcome to do that, but you can't help me with anything they teach you. So, do at your own peril.
Oh, okay, I see.
There are hidden referees in the chat to keep an eye on anyone doing that shit and report to me later on so I can time you out or ban you, so don't do that, please. Just a heads up.
That they read the intro text?
Sure.
Okay, I'll request that.
Let me double check something here.
I am really enjoying this music so far. It's pretty good. So yeah, this is Captain Planet and the Planeteers. PAL only, because, you know, PAL is all about Captain Planet, I guess.
Interesting fact about this game was also developed for the US. In fact, the company that developed this game, I can't remember their name. Oh, Novalogic, I want to say? I can't remember their name off the top of my head. They are actually based in the US.
Okay.
If you play the US beta version of this game, which is not the ROM I gave out, the PAL version, it is the exact same game. There's just a couple of things that are incomplete, like there's no intros. And the final stage doesn't have any health power-ups, but other than that, it's a complete game.
All right, this is gonna take about an hour. Probably talk a little bit after, but we probably won't be doing anything else after. Just a heads up on that. Like I said, just go to twitch.tv/brosentia for the full thing. Alerts won't be read out, so don't even bother triggering your sub alerts or anything like that.
Well,
oh, which reminds me, I actually better turn off alerts.
I'm checking just to make sure that they are ready to begin this one.
Oh, I'm being told to mute the stream and myself. All right. I love you all. Wish me luck. I'm going to need it. What is this fucking sound effect? Why is this a sound effect? Blip, blop, bloop, blop, blop, bloop, blop, blop. Muting now. Countdown started. Is that game? Is that game? Okay, cool. Was I the first one to beat it, or was I, like, last? Okay, cool. First, fuck yeah. Oh my god, I've been wanting a finish on a Kuso race for ages! 3 Kusograndes, and I finally got my first early clear. Jesus Christ. Alright. Thank God. Hi, Ian. Thanks to the raid. I can't run full countermeasures, but I can run this. Confuse the hell out of people watching the race. I guess I can tune into, I guess I can tune into, the race now. I guess it's allowed.
Okay. I think ProtonJon is just letting the demo play right now. Matrick is doing... Oh, I'm a little bit worried that he's gonna die. Like, he's taking a lot of damage right now.
Oh no, someone else was at Captain Planet. Okay, here, let me throw it up on screen for you guys.
Yeah, Cadis, that's what's interesting about the boss. It's actually like...
Alright, so yeah, so we weren't the only one at the boss then. At least there's that.
Like, this stage is actually...
This fucking stage here. Now, both of these fucking stages. Until I realized you could destroy the robots with 3 power shots, it was a pain in the ass, because I thought you had to make them kill each other, so that's why I kept dodging constantly.
Move faster than you turn, so like you'll just miss shots sometimes that way.
They just started the stage when you beat the boss. Okay.
The damage over time oil.
Oh no, not the damage over time.
Oh no. Yeah, I was gonna say he had to turn off my feet because I'm watching you guys.
He can save the planet from Zarm's doomsday barge.
I'm amazed how clutch you were in 2 stages. Yo, I thought you ran out of ammo when your power ring was done, so I got super paranoid when I was fighting that helicopter boss as Wheeler. It was just, holy shit. I thought I had pulled that out of nowhere. Well, Linka is also a ridiculous one that we pulled off too. The Duke Nukem fight.
Oh, if he's needing to do it right now rather than after, I think that would be fine to have him come in. Enjoy the last of the chat if you wanted.
Yeah, I guess I'm not against it. It's just, it's a bit unusual. But
every stream here is unusual.
And another one for the 64. I guess, yeah, like, does this count as a game clear? Because I don't own this game.
Door maze extravaganza. Anyway, I'm just gonna grab a glass of water real fast, so I'll be right back.
I guess it count. I'll mark it down. I guess it was on stream.
Go grab some water. Everybody,
We beat it on hard, so if I ever buy the game, it's just a default like
Captain
clear.
Planet is really here to make sure that you have fresh water that you're able to enjoy drinking it, I suppose. Yeah, so we have just under 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left to see who can make the most progress. I feel like Matrick might be able to beat the game this time. We'll have to see how it goes. I don't know. This game, even though it has some quirks and some peculiarities, I think I actually rather enjoy it. You know, some of the
honorable
stages are
mention.
possibly a little
I mean, I guess
better,
that's also the
especially
case.
the sewer stage. It just-
God, I'm just so fucking happy to finally have a finish on a race. After Avoid the Noid, I was so pissed. Like, getting to the end on the final boss, just goofing it up, and not even getting a chance to try again. That made me so sad. So finally being able to turn it around and get it here is such a good feeling. God damn.
The Fizz is still trying to do the oil stage. I feel like they've been on this stage for quite a while. The thing is, you take a lot of damage as you're trying to run through.
Just finish an A game at this rate, you're doubly clearing the letters this year. I mean, it wasn't on purpose.
It's just death all around. So, I do think that this is one of the harder ones, especially if you're bad at conserving health. It's difficult to get through here. Now, you can get extra health from the UFOs, and I think the Fizz is going to have to do that if they want to get through.
Yeah, no, there's no way you're getting through that on just 3 hit points. But here's the thing. So, you probably noticed if you were watching the UFO that's over here, I was skipping it for the longest time. This guy here, because I thought you couldn't destroy it because I was just firing a bunch of power shots at it. You have to shoot off each section at the bottom, which is really hard to hit when it moves that fast. So it was just like pure fluke I even got that health in the first place. So would you say this is a bad game or was it actually fun? I wouldn't say it's a good game. I'd say it's an okay at best game. The real problem is that it has... And I mean, we're also playing on hard, so that's the other problem. It's weirdly strict on shit. Like, I hate the fact that you have an ammo limit, even though you technically are always allowed, like, a normal shot at the end.
John finished the game. He is done with it. He demolished it. Honestly, fantastic job there. He quit because he was dumb. Yeah, done. Done. No M in done.
2 times 26 is 52 after. Yeah, and so somehow we end up back at 52 this year, despite aiming for 26.
Yeah, Matrick is actually doing a pretty good job on this last stage.
To be fair, I just got off a really horrible MSX game. Yeah, Keon, did you get aliens? What it looked like squares aliens? That looked real bad. Like, this, by comparison, was surprisingly generous.
Just gotta kill some of the orbs, get to him, and then you're done with the game.
Yeah.
Which stage was hardest / easiest?
Plenty of health, too.
Easiest, I guess, would be...
In this one attempt.
Probably easiest would be Wheeler's stage, which was the rat stage, because it just seemed to give you a lot of health. Like, it threw health at you like crazy, so I never even came close to dying. Although the boss was annoying, because you had to shoot each separate portion of the ship. That was why I was acting so weird during that fight as Wheeler. You had to hit each portion of the chopper to actually destroy it, which is why, like, hitting the tail rotor was a pain in the ass. Hardest is probably the one we ended up with Kwame, which was the disco light stage, the one in the bottom right. That one sucked because you took so much damage from everything. And the only thing that gave you health were the things you had to destroy anyway. So, like, you had, like, 6 potential heals, and that was it. So you have to take your time and shoot all the lasers. And just keep an eye on the pattern they rotate on. And these fucking things here, the yellow banana robots that take 6 hits, or 3 power hits, suck. But thank God, dying at the boss is a checkpoint. If that hadn't been the case, I have no idea what we would have done. If I had to go through that disco stage, I would have lost it.
I'm a bit worried.
At least you didn't get Mission Impossible. To be fair, I got Mission Impossible for Game Boy Color last year, so... John doing well in Wheeler stage, imagine that. Yeah, I told him I had home field advantage because one of the Captain Planet characters was named after me.
Oh no, more oil! Less than a planet left.
Can he save the planet? His own.
I'm curious, what's the bad ending, though? So the thing that caught my eye was that,
if they get hurt, a planet gets destroyed.
there was that miles counter on the bottom? And I was like, does that just mean the boss ends? Is that just the end of... Is that set to the same timer, or what is it?
2 stages. The Fizz, I'm not sure how many stages he
I believe 3.
Yeah, I think it's 3. So Fizz is in 3rd and Matrick is in 4th.
Now remember, they are receiving a different number of points for whatever place they come in, so it's worth battling until the last minute here. So even though ProtonJon finished first, Matrick will still be moving on with.
Would you
7
ever?
points.
I mean, fuck it. Let's do a Q&A. We got 5 minutes before I have to hop in the call.
Now it's the fight between who will get 5 points.
Would you ever invite Emil to a stream? He's been on TRG streams a bunch. He would have to be free during a cookie stream, though, if he wanted to actually be on that. But he's welcome to it if he wants it. I tried out the GBA Mission Impossible once. It was bad. I've heard that.
But it's still not.
I missed the match yesterday that had that. How does it feel to be a true Planeteer? Well, you know, as they say, the power is yours, so...
Was cool. I'm sorry you don't get to see Hart, except in the stage select screen, because that's what he is in this game. He is the stage select screen.
We were upset the coolest power was wasted on Wheeler. Ouch.
Because...
Wait, who's Wheeler?
Wheeler's the fire kid, the redhead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's dumb.
You'll find out the bad ending informants when everyone else's time runs out. I guess.
Also had a really
Are they going to show that, I wonder? Probably. I assume just literally the game ending is the actual timer. The strangest boss you fought in this game? The boss on the bottom right was kind of weird to get used to. But once we found like a rhythm, she was really easy. Is Mega Man X7 your M game? God, I hope it isn't. I haven't decided the M game yet. How do you set up a Kokon feed? I'm relatively new to streaming, so curious. That is something a friend's server helped set up for me, so unfortunately that's not something most people get access to.
I prefer this. I don't want to go to sound test. Oh no. Oh no. I have a bad feeling about it.
Kate even suggested in the Kuso Discord. Amazing.
Oh, he's playing actual music.
Aw, what a nice guy. But I'm still hesitant, okay?
Yeah, I mean, he could switch to any of the 38 other...
What's your favorite boss, just in general?
Yeah.
Hmm.
They don't differentiate.
You know, I actually don't know.
The music is like the
I don't think I've ever thought of, like, a favorite boss.
Okay. We've got 2 minutes left.
I guess the entirety of the ending of Bayonetta 1.
Which yeah, the Fizz has not beaten this stage. I'm glad to see that the capitalist...
What would be your element among the rings? Fire, water, air, earth, or heart? I mean, I'm gonna be real. I would totally match up with Wheeler. I would be fire. Just pure anger. Because the whole idea of Wheeler's character in the show was that he basically couldn't control his fucking emotions and got really angry a lot, and I feel like that just speaks to me on a fact that it is literally me. So, yeah, fire.
Blind races. I usually do terrible unless it's a puzzle game.
Also, I don't know what it was about people with the last name Wheeler in cartoons being from either Brooklyn or New York, but both Wheeler from Captain Planet and Joey Wheeler from Yu-Gi-Oh! Both had the same goddamn accent, so I guess I'm from New York, too. New York, Canada. You're actually a redhead? No, I'm not. But people, depending on the light I'm in, people think I'm a redhead, so it's just kind of frustrating. I have dirty blonde hair, but depending on the lighting, if it's like LED light or if it's normal, like normal light, it'll actually just make my hair either look pure blonde or pure red. It's really weird. I went to a comic convention once, and a lady at a booth said, "Oh, like you have a lovely like red head of hair." I'm like, "What? My hair's not red." She's like, "Yes, it is." She's like, "You're so silly saying you don't have red hair." I'm like, "Okay, lady, whatever." Meanwhile, like my wife was with me, like, kinda in this light, I guess.
Makes this game enjoyable. 10 seconds left. We are just right at the end.
I want to see the bad ending in this. I hate that. I love that you have to wait an actual hour to get the bad ending.
I even hit the button.
Amazing.
It just doesn't work for me sometimes. That is the match. That is Kusogrande. ProtonJon managed to take first. He took the victory. Matrick taking second. The Fizz.
Oh, I guess okay, I'm gonna hop in call with them here.
3 levels, taking third. Capitalist managed to be 3 levels as well, but it was fairly late in the match that they finished their third level. So that appears that it would put them in 4th. Fantastic match. Honestly, Hello, ProtonJon. How you doing?
Oh, I'm feeling real good. How about you, Bersentia?
Pretty good. It's nice to have you back. It's nice to have you going and wrecking this game. You know, how do you feel about the planet?
I feel like the planet is mine now. I believe that's how the saying goes from the show. Or no,
The
that's
planet
the power.
is-
The power.
Well,
the power is yours.
the
Sorry, I
planet
think that's
is
Scarface
mine.
I'm confusing this with, so.
I thought Captain Planet was taking pollution down to 0 and being a hero.
Yeah, but also the power is yours is literally what he says at the end of the theme song.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
true.
but they don't say the planet is mine or the power is mine.
Well, I was gonna
That
say, I
sounds
mean, because the
very
power is
conceited.
yours, so he's giving me the power, so now the power is mine. So now I
Sure.
rule the Captain Planet world. I don't think that's how that goes at all, actually.
You rule the electro farts and electro screeches.
Finally, king of the farts. That's what I've always wanted to put on my business card.
Oh boy, well, yeah, you can go ahead and slap it on right there.
I am so happy to finally have a game clear in a race. I've been trying to get one of those for 3 Kusograndes now.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Yeah,
The closest I came was last year with Avoid the Noid. I got to the final boss, died, and then immediately got beat because my opponent Veritasu beat the game right after I died.
Yeah,
that's-
he had. I remember that, and he had more Noid avoiders at the end, so he could do it.
Yeah. Oh well. But now it's I finally have it. This is a good sign for me. Except
you got
for
to clear. You got to clear.
Yeah.
Now I have to deal with.
Aren't you glad that was such a nice softie for round 1?
I know. I like how that was the softball for this one. A couple people in my chat were like, "Oh man, we had aliens. Like, why did you get the easy one? Like, because
Yeah.
Heidi wasn't available, I guess. So Mike was feeling nice.
Oh my gosh, Aliens was so bad. You should at least check it out a little bit. Like it's a game, and it was made by Square, so
Yeah,
it's a classic.
And it's also composed by Nobuo Uematsu.
Really?
yeah, he
of
did
course
the music.
it was.
So yeah, you'll love it. I promise.
I can hear it in your voice. Yo,
So,
I have
yeah,
an
you're-
honest question
yeah?
about the game. What does the bad ending look like? Like, what happens when time runs out? Is there like an actual thing that happens?
I don't
know.
I don't know. I think you just lose and then you just retry the boss fight.
Oh, that's kind of weak.
And I don't remember what happens when you game over if you lose all your time. I think you just get
That's
game
what I
over.
was curious about. I wanted to see what happens when you run out of time. I'm gonna have to look that up for my chat after.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so what did you think of the game?
Honestly, not terrible, but I thought when you ran out of ammo, you straight up ran out of ammo, so I started panicking during the Wheeler boss fight.
No. We noticed that like you really weren't firing for a very long time. Yeah, you have something like a 3-second cooldown once you're out of power.
I realized that when I got to, I think it was Linka's fight. No, it was the water
The
fight.
oil rig. So here's the funny thing. The Planeteer and the stage they're connected with is random.
Yeah, I saw that when I went to the actual feed, and I saw like Linka was on a different
Yeah.
stage altogether.
Exactly.
But no, like
It's-
I was
it's a
freaking out
special
fighting
game.
that chopper. I'm like, I gotta run out of ammo. I have no health. I gotta just take my time with these shots. And then when I got to the point where I realized I just kept like recharging one bullet each time, I'm like, okay, never mind. I was fine the whole time.
Yeah, I can understand being worried about that too. I probably, if it were the first time I was playing the game, I would think the exact same thing. So,
Yeah, and Mike put it on hard for us too.
Mike,
Hey, I
Why
didn't
would you
want
do-
the match to be over too fast.
Yeah. Mike, I have a question for you. You said there were 2 things you didn't want us to know because of the manual. What were those 2 things?
I don't know if I said 1 or 2 things, I think. And the main thing was that I didn't want you to know that there were 8 valves in the sewer.
Okay. I thought it was how you fought Duke Nukem, because at first I was like, what am I doing here? And then I accidentally jumped and put down the first piece.
I don't know if the manual explains that. I can link it sometime. You can find it in segaretro.org.
Cool. All right, I'll look into that later then.
awesome. Yeah, congratulations. You're going to be placed. I know for your next match, you're going to be facing people who also took first.
Uh-oh.
So you'll have some pretty strong competition. I have no idea who it's going to be, but we'll go ahead and see how that rolls out. That's okay. It's a strong first match that you've had, and you can probably continue having those. Just stay the master of the bad games.
I believe the master of the electrofarts is what's on my card. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, yeah, that one. See, are you going to keep streaming right now, or are you
I'm going to head your way in about 5 minutes. You got another match right now, right?
We do. We have just one more coming up, which we haven't announced the game yet, so I need to do that.
All right, well, I'll hop out, and I will send my audience your way in a couple minutes.
Aw, much appreciated. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Sounds
Take it easy, you too.
You too. And thank you, Mike, for choosing this game. What a beautiful game.
God damn it, that fucking game.
Yeah, I know. And that was a good match. Like, everyone...
All right, well,
steady progress,
we made it through. Unfortunately, like they said, my next match is going to be way harder because it's going to be all people who got first place in previous games.
That far away. He was only maybe a couple minutes behind.
It's true. It's true. He was doing a pretty darn good job.
But, before we go, I'm going to look up that bad ending. I'm actually curious.
During this time, I know Tina resubscribed, Liquid Flood. We had Little Miss Bonnie, Sandwich Kid dropped some bits. Thank you very much. Nobody Important, Fell Tempo, doing a raid. Duchess Nicole, Garb the Glitch.
Let's see here. There's gotta be. There's
There's
gotta be a game over video here somewhere.
Let's get this next Game Master announced, because it's someone who has been around the community quite a bit since the last tournament, actually. I think even a little bit before that.
Am I actually not gonna be able to find this?
Coming and joining us.
It's gotta be on here somewhere, right?
Hello, Kawhi.
There we go. No, that's NES. Damn it.
Oh, I like it. So, Kowal, I actually have no idea how to say the game. Or the name of the game.
Like, it's gotta be here somewhere, right?
It's, the Japanese title is Moreno Wardener, but it's just called Wardener in English.
I found it. I found it.
Japanese box art, so it's Wardener.
Wardener.
It is Wardener, but yeah, it's easier to find a high-res picture of the Japanese box art.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, Wardener. No
It's gonna take me a second to actually get the timestamp, because there's no actual fucking timestamp on this.
Originally an arcade game, and while I don't think this is technically a bad game, this game shows every bit why it's an arcade game when you...
Alright, so I'm gonna meet these guys. Here is the bad ending, or the / game over. Wow, that's it, huh? That's literally it. Couldn't show anything bad happening. End of the world. No, just it got dark. Cool. Well, that's a bummer. All right, well, we got that. I guess we'll just probably call it here. I am not going to be available for the rest of the day, so I can't really do much else. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to send you guys over to Brosentia to watch the last Kusogrande match of the day. Oh, what the hell are they playing? Interesting. I might watch this myself, actually. But that's going to do it for me tonight. Your ending was better. There were raiders and explosions. Perfect. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time is when we do Bento and start game clearing game number D. Wow. Wow, John. Wow, English. You're good at it. I'm still kind of coming off of the finishing the game high in the race, so I apologize. But also, I totally would have said that without actually being kind of overworked. Well, I guess that's our raid message, is game number D. I feel like we just kind of decided that ourselves. We're going to raid, of course, like I said, Brosentia. Hashtag game number D. Give him some love. I will see you all tomorrow for... I almost said fortune cookie. God damn it. I'll see you all tomorrow for game clearing and Bento. Night, everybody. It's the afternoon, John. What the hell? I'm not used to this. I have to leave now. My planet needs me. apparently I'm not here anymore.
What was that?
Bye!
Disappointed.